Hi, welcome back to the Capstone Project. This is episode 6, and today we're going to be talking about RAM, so let's get started. So, RAM stands for Random Access Memory, and basically it's temporary storage or your computer's primary memory. RAM is stored on the motherboard in these little sticks. They're called RAM sticks, or in more technical terms, their module is called DIMMs, DIMM, which stands for Dual Inline Memory Module. The reason it's called a DIMM is because looking at a stick of RAM, you can see these pins on the bottom, and they're two independent kind of sticks of pins, or rows of pins. So that's where the dual part comes from. Any DIMM RAM module can have 168, 184, 240, or up to 288 pins. As I said, the DIMM is stored in your motherboard, and it's installed in these little slots right here. They're called memory slots, and any motherboard can have 2 to 4 of those. So for any program or process to be run on your computer, it needs to first go through RAM. Now, what I mean by this is that your programs on your computer are downloaded onto your hard drive, so that's where they live. That's kind of where they all stay, right? We went over the CPU in a previous video, and that's basically where all the information goes. But it comes from the hard drive. Now, where does the RAM come in? Think of the RAM kind of as a car, and CPU is work. So, imagine you and a lot of your coworkers all carpool to work, right? So you all live at the same hard drive. Say it's like an apartment building or something. So to get to work, instead of walking to work, which would go from hard drive straight to the CPU, which would be unbelievably slow, you have a car, which is the RAM. So the info from the hard drive, everything goes into the RAM, and that way the CPU can access it faster, almost seamlessly. Now, what's the problem with this? Say you only have one stick of RAM and not many gigabytes, maybe like 2 gigabytes of RAM on your computer. Well, that's like having a car with only 2 seats in it. You can only bring 2 people to work at once, including the person driving. Now, that's not very fast. Then the car is going to have to go to work, and it's going to have to go back to the hard drive to get more info, to then pass it again to the CPU. So to solve that problem, you can add more sticks of RAM to your computer. Now, you have more seats in your car. Say you have 3 sticks of RAM, and now maybe you have 12 gigabytes of RAM. Well, now maybe you have a van, and now you can fit 12 people in your car instead of 2. So now you can bring more people to work at once, and it's a whole lot faster for work to access it. Therefore, the more RAM you have, the faster your computer will run, because the faster the CPU can access the data from the hard drive. So RAM DIMMs come in different sizes. So the one that I had mentioned in the example, the original one was just 2 gigabytes. However, it can be as small as 124 megabits, or it can go as high as a RAM stick or a DIMM that was created by Samsung that can hold 512 gigabytes of any sort of memory. So that's a more simple explanation of RAM, and that's going to be about it for this video. If you want to watch more, I'm thinking the next video I'm going to try to combine storage and like a power supply into one video. So yeah, keep watching to learn about those. That's about it for this video, but thank you for watching. Goodbye.